it's Emily, and today we are going to be going over my first video and doing a little bit of a get to know me. So as you can see, this is going to be more of like a voiceover and again like a get to know me episode and really just learning about what my account is going to be about. So in this video, as you can see, I'm working on a bracelet pattern. It's honestly one of my favorites. I will link the pattern in the description below so you guys can go look at it if you guys want to make it, and I'm going to be doing further tutorials on that as well. So mainly, the way that this account really started first off is just, I've always been like very creative and, always loved doing arts and crafts and stuff. So I decided to want to share that with you guys and share it with the world, or just share it with, my followers so they can learn just as much as me. So part of this account is basically just like DIY stuff, mainly friendship bracelets, tutorials, stuff like that, but also later on I'll be doing more vlogs, more, get ready with me kind of videos. So to start off with my bracelet journey, seeing that, that's what this video is kind of showing, I started in the midst of 2020 among all of that COVID chaos where we were stuck, abandoned in our houses pretty much, and I didn't know what to do with my time. So I was, like I said, I was very creative and I wanted to learn a new hobby. And yes, in 2019 and 2020, that's when I got TikTok, or it was a year before it. I was in also the midst of the Visco girl phase. So you best believe I was a Visco girl because I was already a beach girl prior to that. So as a Visco girl does, we make bracelets, and that's what I wanted to do. So I was looking up tutorials and basically researching the resources that I needed. And it was very simple. So that Easter, I got a friendship bracelet. It was a crazy arts kit, and it came with string, different kind of string. It came with wax cord, embroidery floss, an instructions manual, and this big disc thing that holds the string for you, and actually it's a big help. When I'm making a chevron or any they consider normal patterns, and unlike this one which is an alpha, it's really easy to use, and I honestly highly recommend it for beginners. And I'm going to link that also in the description with the picture as well. I'm going to put it right in this video, right here. But yeah, that's basically where I got started, and it was very frustrating at first. I have to give you that. I thought that I was going to be up and rolling with it, especially using the instructions. But let's just say I definitely underestimated the difficulty of just knotting strings for a chevron bracelet, let alone a square knot as well. So the first bracelet that I made was a square knot, very simple, it doesn't really take a lot of time. It made me 30 minutes to make an average size one. I have small wrists, so mine usually don't take that long, but I was so frustrated. The instructions are very useful, but I literally just couldn't get it, and I actually had my mom help me, and then eventually, I got it. So then I started making bracelets, a ton, maximum at a time, because obviously I didn't have anything else to do. So yeah, and then as time progressed, I started making even more and more bracelets, and soon enough I was working on chevrons and candy stripes and other different normal patterns, and then I discovered Bracelet Book. So basically when I found Bracelet Book, it was actually from a YouTuber, and I still watch her to this day. She still posts very much friendship bracelet videos and vlogs like that, so she's still on her little niche, which I absolutely love. Over the years is Kinsey B bracelets. I know a lot of people start off with her, and there's also MashaKnots. I think I'm pronouncing that right. But I started off with them too, and they helped me so much. They're an inspiration to why I wanted to start this account too. But to basically go around what Bracelet Book is, it's basically a website. You can create an account, you can make patterns, you can post videos, photos. There's a forum so you can make competitions. There's a chat. It is so useful, and there are thousands, and when I mean thousands, there's probably millions of different patterns that people have made, and they are unbelievable. I myself have made a ton, but it can't compare to the talent of a lot of other people that have made them. But it's truly, honestly, a huge help, like I said, because it even will give you, the knot. If you click on the specific knot, or if you need to find the direction, it has the arrows for you. But yeah, that's basically where I started off with friendship bracelet making, and then soon after, I kind of wean my way around making anklets, basically just making longer and larger square knot bracelets into anklets. And I would do bead stuff here and there, but I've really just been doing it consistently on and off pretty much ever since. But yeah, now here I am 5 years later and I'm still making them and I'm still very much obsessed with the hobby. It's very relaxing and honestly a very good coping mechanism if you have anxiety, you overthink. It's a great way to honestly just like clear your mind and really just focus on something that does take a lot of patience, but it's very rewarding at the end when you see the final outcome. Now, I don't have an exact number about like how many bracelets, keychains, anklets I've made. I have like a basket in my room, which I'm going to post in another video, probably the one after this, so I can show you guys like what patterns I've made and which ones were like kind of my first ones, which you can definitely tell which ones are my first ones, but you know you got to start somewhere. I've made probably around like, I would say like 30-ish, 40-ish, which doesn't sound like a lot, but they take sometimes hours, and I've also given away a lot of them, so I don't even have a lot of them here to count. So another thing that all of you might be wondering is, where do you get the string from? Alright, so my third place to buy string, especially if you want to get like a good wax cord for like square knots, would have to be Hobby Lobby. And I know Hobby Lobby isn't like a very like popular store, and I don't think it's like very popular like around the country or like the US or something, but if you have a Hobby Lobby near you, definitely go check out. They sell 3-pack of different colored wax string, but if not, I'm sure like Amazon or Michaels has it. Now my second option is Amazon. Amazon, I kid you not, was my holy grail when I first started off. I got a pack of embroidery floss for $12.99, I think it was. It was like over 100 different colors in this pack, and they were not lying when they were giving you a variety of 100 different colors. And for those of you who are looking for the link for that, I will also have that down in the description so you guys can go have your fun using your colors. Now, my number one place to get your embroidery floss, especially if you want it for cheap, go bring yourself to Michaels. Michaels not only sells embroidery floss packs, but they also sell like the case that you can put them in. They sell the things that you wrap them around. I can't get the name of it in my head right now, but yeah, so they have those too. Each strand of like, you can get like a cord of embroidery floss for 65 cents. That's a steal, especially if you like, I would suggest the biggest thing, buy the pack off of Amazon, and then when you run out of that pack or run out of a certain color, you can literally just go to Michaels. Instead of going to Michaels and buying like every single color at Michaels, it is such a better idea to just get the pack off of Amazon. That's what I did, because those colors last you so much. Like, they have so many close colors. Like, if you lose a color or if you run out of one, you could more than likely just use another color that's extremely close to it. So yeah. And so the next thing I definitely would want to mention, for those of you who want to make keychains, there's a couple different ways you can do it. One of the ways I make my keychains that I started off with was making embroidered loops and then just attaching like a keychain clip to it. But I've learned over the years, I've had one on my backpack since 7th grade. It literally is fraying. So the yarn will fray over time. So my best bet, if you want your keychains to last longer, is to get D-ring keychain hooks. D-ring keychain hooks, I got a pack of, I think, like 100 in December. And it is so worth it, and your keychains will last longer, especially if you want to start your own like bracelet, keychain, anklet business. Those will be perfect because they will last long. And I have a lot of different video ideas, as you can clearly see. I've mentioned a lot of different ideas already. So one of my other ideas that I'm going to mention now is I'm going to do like a tutorial on how you connect the strings to the D-ring hook and really where to get them. And I'll post the link to those in a different video when I do that video. Now, I'm going to give, for the last minute, I'm just going to give some really good advice. For beginners, I do not want you giving up on bracelet making. You are going to make mistakes, and it is completely okay. It took me even until 5 years later to learn new critiques that has really made my bracelets and my keychains look so much better. You will be learning a lot over time, so just be patient. And yes, you can challenge yourself. There are some patterns that are huge, and there are some patterns that are small, and some will take longer than others. But it is such an accomplishment when you see how much work knot by knot that you put into everything. And especially when you go sell them or give them out to people, it really just shows that you put really good effort into what you made. Like for me, I like try to start a business, but then I was like, I just kind of like want to make them more personal. So I just give them to family and friends. Like I've given so many away and people will appreciate it. So if you want to like start really showing your work or like wanting to start a business, start giving it out to people because they will recognize how good it will be. And if you do that and get more practice in, it's going to help you so much. So this is the end of the video. I'm going to be putting a video clip right after this one of my finished bracelet. As you can see, it kind of took me a little long, but it was so worth it, and I hope you guys enjoy the video.